Joining us now for a Closing Bell exclusive interview, Teladoc Health CEO Jason Gorevic. Jason, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Sarah. Thanks for having me on.
So tell us your main message to investors and why you think it's landing with a thud here.
So over the course of the last 18 months, Teladoc has taken a quantum leap forward. We laid out a plan today to more than double our revenues from $2 billion a year today to over $4 billion a year in just 3 years' time. That growth trajectory is based on us defining a new category of virtual whole person care. For some investors, that may require a paradigm shift in how they think about us. Others are attuned to our long-term vision, and that's really always been our long-term vision. And so I'm confident that as that makes its way through the market and the market sees the progress that we make on that investors will be rewarded with long-term returns based on the transformational role that we play in the healthcare system and on the financial returns that we generate. And I think we made a compelling case for that today. It just may take a little bit of time for some investors to come along with us.
I feel like, Jason, the market looks at you a little bit like it's looking at Peloton right now, which is it was the ultimate pandemic winner, and the world continues to move away from what you're doing, which is being at home and the home services at the same time where you do face seemingly limitless competition. So how do you answer to those challenges?
Well, I've been doing this almost 13 years now, and people have always asked about barriers to entry. And quite frankly, I've always said there are low barriers to entry, but incredibly high barriers to scale and success. And I think our scale really speaks for itself. We're probably 10 times larger than the next closest competitor. And what we have is a unique set of capabilities that positions us as the only one who can deliver on true whole person care. The movement to virtual care is not a passing fad. This is not tied to people staying at home during the pandemic. And I think our history of meeting or beating our revenue expectations for the last 25 out of 26 quarters as a public company is a strong track record of financial discipline. But more to the point, when we talk to our clients, I was just looking at survey results from large employers, and 90%, literally 90% of large employers think that virtual primary care is the future of primary care.
But, Jason, it's Brian Sullivan. Going back to financial discipline, many investors might argue with that and suggest that you overpaid $18.5 billion for Livongo, given that their growth is decelerating. It's still growing, but the growth rate is coming down. What are investors missing then about the Livongo deal and their growth?
Well, I think the important thing is to look at the role of chronic care along with mental health, along with acute episodic medical care and complex care to deliver on the promise of whole person care. What we're hearing from employers, from health plans, from hospital systems, and from consumers is they want one solution that can take care of the entirety of their healthcare needs and keep them healthy, but also treat them when they get sick. And that has to include chronic care solutions. Livongo is an extensible platform that's multi-condition and based on a tremendous amount of data science that contributes to that overall strategy and the value proposition for consumers.